Well, good morning and welcome back on this beautiful Sunday mid-morning in July. So I've been off the bank for about 11 weeks now. Work commitments, family, and the worst thing of all, my car. I put it in for an MOT, it decided to pull a sickie, went in and got diagnosed with, I'm going to cost you a lot of money. So eventually got that fixed after, that's probably about 7-8 weeks. We found the problem with it. So that's all sorted and I can now get back out on the bank. So I have decided to come back to the amazing Horcott lakes. Now my last trip here was about 11 weeks ago and I caught tench in the main lake. This time I've decided to come onto the Scout Lake and I'm in peg 1. Now I did look around the main lake, there's quite a few pegs available, but I looked on the Scout Lake and peg 1, the wind is pushing right down this corner, and on my second look a fish showed right on the far end. So that pretty much made my mind up. It was either here or the point, which I know is a good swim. So yeah, I've got the bivvy up, I'm sweating my nads off. And yeah, I'm going to get the leading rod out, see what we've got out there, and yeah, go through my rigs and bait and approach when I got that sorted. With that, hit the clip from my previous session, which I haven't unclipped, which I have now, but that actually did go down with a nice firm donk. There might be a bit of weed there, bit lumpy there. Oh, bit of gravel there, so that was a right old tap. So I'll clip that there for now. Yes, quite smooth there. That's quite smooth. Now have a look how that lead looks. Yeah, that lead's clean as a whistle, so quite happy. That cast, I'll recast out in that same area. Donk. Oh, that's smooth as you like there. It's like it goes into a little bit of silt. So it's like a very little, well, I say little, I've not really explored it much yet, but there's a definite gravel area, goes into some silt, and that lead is coming back sweet, isn't that? So I'm going to go to the left and right with that a bit. Yeah, bop. Oh, that's like it's coming over a sheet of ice, that is. Absolutely lovely. Distance wise, it's probably from midway to the far tree I'm aiming for. Well, it looks like that, it's probably not, but let's go a bit to the right. Bump. Yeah, that's a lovely drop. Oh. Just slightly to the right is a bit of gravel, and to the left is a little silted. That is a lovely little spot. So I think I'm just going to go for that. Once my rods are out, I might investigate this left hand side a little bit as well, just see what we got there as well, but for now that's my starting point. Okay then, so rig wise nothing's really changed. It's the old faithful low lying Ronnie rig from the Gemini booms. Little sinker on there just to balance the bait. Bait wise, one of the rods Beta Nana, one of the rods the 365, and the third rod the seafood. So if we do get a bite on one of them, I'll probably swap to all of them. On top of that, I'm just going to chuck a little mesh bag of like ground bait and mini pellets on it and give that a little soak in the beetlin tutti fruity sweetener. So I'm going to chuck them rods out now and then look about getting a bit of bait over the top of it. Okay, it's time to make up a bit of spod mix. I'll start off with a bit of the Hinder's prepared particles. This is a Monster Munger mix. So about a third of a jar of that, roughly. And I'm going to chuck some of the Nut 365 12mm boilers in. A couple of handfuls of them. And then a bit of sweet corn. There is just like some maize in that particle mix, so don't need too much of this in. I'm just going to put a little bit in for a visual tractor there. And that is it. Not too much, not too little. I don't know, it's probably enough for 5-6 spods, so use that as a starting point and get that out there. Smells quite nice. Sweet. That one went out nicely. If you can get more like that, that would be a result. I'm not the most accurate, but let's see. That one was definitely on the money. Yeah, happy with that. And with a crosswind. Normally all over the shop. By the time I get my casting right, it's always too late. But there we go. Beautiful. Right, I shan't bore you with the rest of it. So, put the rest of this out and then we get back to you. Well, there we go. We are completely fishing. All 3 rods went out really nice. I'm happy with the spot. feels to me like it's a little bit silty, a few bits of weed, and just a tiny little gravel area where I was. So I just clipped up where the gravel and the silty area sort of meet. To the right hand side of the swim, it's a little bit more gravelier than to the left. It's a bit more silty on the left, but yeah, the lead come back sweet as a nut. I put probably, I don't know, 7, 8 spoms out on there. They all went out really sweet. I will hold my hand up. One of them did at the back of my bivvy and opened up and just charged it all over it. So yeah, happy with all that. Yeah, just sit back and chill now. But the wind is pushing in this corner, and when I was speaking to the bailiff, he did mention that some of the fish were showing and boshing out here late evening yesterday. So you got to be in it to win it. I'm just glad to be out after the 11-week break. My car was a right nightmare. Like I said, I went for an MOT, failed, and it was a silly little wiring problem which nobody could find, which was the delay. But after a broken wire and a little module, it was all fixed. So yeah, back out on the road. I was supposed to be fishing yesterday, doing 2 nights, but I went over to Linear and it was rammed. There's a few pegs on the Tar Farm lakes, but I looked around and it's just pouring with rain, and I just didn't fancy it. One of them was a little bit overgrown, or the twigs were hanging over this swim. I come down here and I'd walk around, and there's only 11 swims available here yesterday, and they were ones which I just didn't fancy, and I don't want to just set out for the sake of it. This lake was full, so I couldn't get on here. So I come back today with the intention of probably getting on the main lake, but this whole Scout Lake is completely empty today, so I've come on here after what the bailiff said, and the wind is pushing down this corner, and it's a new venue, well, not a new venue, a new lake, which is something I wanted to try out. So yeah, I'll give you a tour of the swim in a sec. It's all been wood chipped, and yeah, it's a real nice bit of space here. Well, all the swims along this lake, along the Scout Lake, are absolutely spot on. What I like about it is it's just natural, the natural banks, which is great when it's dry, but when it's all boggy and horrible, then I prefer like a gravel one. I won't lie. But yeah, right, let's give you a little tour of my swim. Okay, so this is the main lake. Car park is over here, and over there is like the beach, or the point. This is the start of the Scout Lake. Just behind the bushes here you've got the Scout hut, and as you cross over, as it suggests, the first swim you come to is swim 1. So it's all been nicely wood chipped. Got my marker sticks down there. A nice big area for your bivvy and all your bits and pieces. Plenty of room. Nice little sunny spot to sit out in. My rods are down there. Little family ducks in the swim next door. And that is the lake. It's a lovely little lake. So yeah, this is peg 2. So you can, there's 2 of you fishing. You know, you can sort of be next to each other. Not too close. I'll leave them ducks alone. But yeah, absolutely cracking little place. yeah, just hope we catch a fish. It would be nice. Right, I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee. I ain't had one yet and I think I deserve one, so we'll catch you in a bit. Okay then, so let's have a quick look what the Scout Lake has to offer. So, about the Scout Lake, so brand new in 2024. The lake was dug in the 1970s after the main lake, and it was run as a private syndicate, but now is a day ticket. 9 acres in size, depths range from 4 foot to 8 foot with a 10th hole in the middle. Numerous gullies for anglers to find with their lead or marking rods. Completely marginal shells, gin clear gravel pit, perfectly at home in the glorious Cotswolds. Yeah, estimated stock of 250 fish, heavily scaled mirror carp, yes please, and some perfect commons, and a fine mixture in between. Commons go up to £35 and the mirrors up to £38, so that would certainly be very nice to have one of them. And there you go, there's a few pictures, also in the stock, and a little lake map. So yeah, we still got quite a bit of time, but like I say, it is a tricky little water and the fish here are quite moody by all accounts, but you won't catch them if you've not got a bait in the water, and I've got 3 in there, so we've got a good chance. Okay then guys, it is just approaching 9 o'clock, still very light, so we've still probably got an hour or so of light. Nothing to report, however I did have a couple of coots diving on my bait, but it was only there for about 5 minutes and they buggered off, so I thought if there's still a lot of bait there they might have hung around a bit longer. So whether some smaller fish have picked it all up, because there was a lot of particle and sweet corn in there, I don't know. So just to be on the safe side, I just bombed out 3 or 4 more spoms of sweet corn and a few boilies in there. So yeah, and that is it. So I am going to put the camera away, make myself another coffee. I'm going to sit and watch the water for about another hour, and then I might get myself tucked up into bed. And 2 things will happen: I'll either have a very good night's sleep, or I'll get a nice scaly banger. I think the sleep is probably more likely, but you never know. Right, let's get that coffee on. Okay then guys, well, not sure what time it is. Woken up by an absolute one-toner. Correct species, but unfortunately one of the babies of the lake. Just a tiny tiny little common. Obviously I'm not going to bother weighing this one. Yeah, tiny little thing, but gave a good little account for itself. But yeah, the blank is out of the way. Just another 20-25 pounds on top of this would be nice. There's fish boshing out there, so you never know. Might be in for another one, who knows. But there you go. The other side's same sort of thing. There's a common in it, so yeah. Anyway, I'm going to slip this one back, and then yeah, get that rod back out and see if we can get something a little bit bigger. Fingers crossed. Good morning, and yeah, apart from that nice little blank saver last night, I had a good night's kip. No more bleeps or nothing. I woke up this morning to an absolutely stunning looking lake. The mist is rolling off it. Nice lovely blue sky. So yeah, it's just gone out 6 now. Got to be gone by 10, so I'll be packed up by sort of 9:30, quarter to 10, and get their bait service on the quad bike there, take my kit back to the car for me. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to redo the rods or not. I'm tempted just to leave them again, just for just for a few more hours. But I'm gonna have another coffee, have some breakfast, and go from there. See how we feel. So right, let's get that coffee on, and get the coffee on. Let's get the kettle on to have a coffee, and then we'll come back to you. See you in a bit. Okay then, guys. Well, that is pretty much about it. I've got about an hour's fishing left, I suppose. Well, I'm sorry, about an hour before I need to start thinking about being gone. So probably about 45 minutes fishing left. Non-essentials are packed away, so it don't look like anything else is going to happen. So I'm going to get the camera kit all packed away, and yeah, obviously if something does happen in the next 45 minutes, I'll get it back out again. But just like to say thanks for watching. Do appreciate it. Hopefully it's not 11 weeks till I'm out again. Not sure what the plans are for my next trip. It certainly ain't going to be for a few weekends, because the next 2 weekends is definitely booked up for me. So yeah, we just play it by ear and go from there. Right, I'm going to put the rest away, and yeah, thanks very much for watching again. See you on the next one. Bye bye.